All right, hi. I'm coming at you live today from my office room. My name is Marissa for people who are new here. I'm 29, almost 30, and I'm really trying to find joy in not materialistic things lately. And with that, trying to be better with my money and budgeting and not buying so much crap. I make a comfortable salary, however, I do spend quite a bit. So I'm trying to get that back in check and be better about that. So if that's something you're interested in, keep watching the video. Just ignore the hair today. The hair is crazy. I had it up and I had a headache. If you know, you know. So I had to take it out and now it's like crazy. I came up with a list of 10 things I will no longer be buying. Things that I've just weeded out of my budget that I feel like are a waste of money for me personally. Number one is going to be manicures. Manicures have gotten so ridiculously expensive, especially if you're getting gel manicures, if you're getting tips put on, if you're getting acrylic, if you're getting the gel, if the poly gel or whatever anything is. It gets very expensive and it adds up quite quickly. And for me, I was finding I was spending per time I would get my nails done, which is every 2 weeks if you are going consistently, I was spending like $70 to $80 plus tip. That adds up really quickly. I can just do my nails at home. Honestly, I prefer them to be quite short like this because I like to bake. I clean my own house. The long nails do just get in the way. And if I'm paying that much for a nice, fancy, long manicure, I don't want them to get ruined. So with my lifestyle, with the stage of life I'm in currently, the short nails are a win. I do regular nail polish, but I also do have a UV gel lamp. So sometimes I'll do gel. Really just depends on what I want. My sister's calling me. Hold on. The next thing might be controversial, especially if you're a hairstylist. The next thing that I do not pay for anymore, and I will not continue to put money towards, is going to be haircuts and hair color. I obviously have very dark hair and my roots grow in gray. It's genetic, it's annoying, I know. So I'm having to touch up my roots once a month. That adds up really fast. And then on top of that, if you think about it, getting a haircut too, probably every 6 months, it's like hundreds of dollars. And honestly, I like doing it at home myself. I bought the proper tools. I've watched lots of tutorials. I've cut my own hair a couple times. I'm happy with how it comes out. And I do my cheap drugstore box dye once a month to touch up my grays, and it saves me a lot of money. The next thing I am going to no longer be purchasing are physical books and Kindle books. I'm not going to be putting money towards books. And the reason for that is I have this ideal version of myself where I go to Barnes & Noble and I buy a stack of like 6 books, and then they just sit on my shelf or on my nightstand for months because there's like this pressure to read them and I don't want to yet. So it's just a waste of money. And then when I do read the book, I read it once and then I'm done with it. So what's the point? It's like I'm never going to touch it again. So I have found this really cool app. It's called Libby. And basically you like link it with your library card and you can download and borrow books to your Kindle for free for a period of time. So I've been doing that. It saves me a lot of money on books. It saves a lot of space from having tons of books in my house, and I'm happy with it. Next up, we have planners. So again, ideal self. I'm someone where like once in a while when I feel like my life is really hectic, I'm having a hard time, I'm in Target and I see a planner, I'm like, that's going to be the thing that's going to change me and change my life and make me so organized and make everything better. And I'm going to be one of those girls with a cute planner. It's just not who I am. I use a digital calendar. I use Google Calendar. So what's the point of having a physical planner as well? Odds are, and odds have been, I don't update my physical planner in sync with my Google Calendar. So things are missing. I forget it. I leave it at home. I go weeks without writing in it because I forget to. So honestly, while it's a nice idea, and some people I know do prefer paper, for me, it's just not a thing. So I'm done buying planners, no matter how much I think they might fix me. All right, the next one is no more clothes, in parentheses for now. I have a lot of clothes. I have a full wardrobe. I lost a bunch of weight last year, so I got some new clothes. I've slowly been switching things over. I do not need anything new for the rest of the summer, for fall and winter, and probably for next spring. So unless it's for a special occasion or something that like I really think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of, I'm not buying more clothes. The only thing I will allow myself to buy this fall actually is a new pair of black knee-high leather boots with heels. That's something that I feel like I would wear every day for work in the fall, but that's it. I can make everything else in my closet work for me for at least the next 6 months, I don't need to keep buying. I don't have room for more clothes. The next one is one that I feel like a lot of us women have an issue with, and TikTok and Instagram and social media and all the influencers don't help with it, and that is high-end makeup. I used to work for Sephora and Ulta like a long time ago, and when I was working there, I was so in it and I was so into consuming the makeup. I would spend my paychecks there, but it also kind of made sense because I was in that fun makeup environment every day for work. So I do funky makeup every day. Now I'm in a sales job and I do this makeup every single day. It's plain, it's neutral, it's boring. I'm not dipping into crazy eyeshadow palettes. I'm not wearing crazy full coverage foundation. I keep it very simple and every day it's the same. So with that being said, while it's fun to browse the new page at Ulta and Sephora, I'm not going to be buying new things. The one exception I should say to this would be if I use up something high end that I can't replace at the drugstore. So like the first thing that comes to mind to me is my Lancome white lash primer. I can't find one better at the drugstore. I've tried, so that's something I will continue to repurchase because I think it's worth it. But another example, I'm working through a Dior blush right now and it's good, but I don't love it and I know I can find a better blush at the drugstore. So after that's gone, I won't repurchase it. Kind of in the same vein, new skincare. Skincare is hard because skincare gets me. Like when people are talking about skincare routines and ingredients, I feel like I need all of that and I need it on my face right now all at the same time. But the reality is when I have like 10 different skincare products in my routine, A, it takes forever to do my routine. B, it's too much shit on my face, pardon my language. And C, it's like destroying my moisture barrier and I don't even know what's doing what. So I have found a really good consistent basic skincare routine for myself that pretty much has 3 or 4 products depending on if it's morning or night, and they work and I don't need anything else. There are things I still see that I want. Like right now everyone's going crazy about the milky toners or like the glazing milks, and I'm like, oh my god, I need that. Like I need that in my routine. It's going to change my life. But is it? No. So I'm not going to be partaking in that. I don't have room for it. I don't think it'll too much for my skin. So while I really want it, shelving it for now. I think we're at number 8. I lost count. I haven't been counting, but it's going to be coffees like Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, coffees when I'm out. I work a field sales job, so I am in my car most days for long periods of time. And it's so easy when I'm feeling low energy to just pull in a Starbucks and grab a $6 coffee. However, when you're doing that 3, 4, 5 times a week, it does add up, and it's like, where is that money going? You're just lighting $25 a week, if not more, on fire. And I can just make my iced coffee at home and pack it with me. So I think I'm done with that unless it's like a really dire situation. Maybe like 1 a week, fine. And then number 9 is fast food. Same thing. I'm in my car a lot for work. I suck at packing lunches and snacks. So I'll be going all day, and then 3 p.m. hits and I'm freaking ravenous and there's Chick-fil-A and I drive in and I spend $18. So really being more cognizant of that and trying to pack lunches, pack snacks so that I have food to sustain me throughout the day that isn't charging me fast food prices. The other thing too is like most fast food really hurts my stomach. I have a sensitive stomach, so it's like, what's the point? I'm out $20 and I have a stomach ache. This sucks. And we've made it to the end. And this is probably the hardest one for me and the worst one, the one I'm worst at. Number 10 is excessive supplements. I am the perfect prey for these supplement companies because I will do anything to be healthier, to like cure me, to make me more pretty. I love the inside out element of a supplement. So I have spent so much money on supplements. And currently, if you saw my pill case, you'd be horrified because I take a lot of supplements. Recently, like last week, I sat down with a pen and paper and actually went through all the supplements I'm taking and how much those supplements are costing me per month. And the total, I hope my husband's upstairs because I don't want him to hear this, around $500 a month on supplements. Are you kidding me? That is too much. And that was a wake-up call for me because I was like, I don't even know what half of these things are doing. I just heard on a podcast ad that it was going to change my life and make me healthier and make my longevity better or be a substitute for a vegetable or XYZ. So I have canceled a lot of subscriptions. The big ones that were probably the most expensive are the Gruns. I don't know if you've heard of those. They're like these gummies that you take every day, and they're like greens gummies. Like, I know that sounds like I fell for it. Now that I'm talking about it, I feel stupid, but it also has kind of like a multivitamin in there. So I canceled that because that was costing me like $200 every 3 months. That's stupid. And the other one was Fatty 15, which I can't tell if it was doing anything. I guess I'll find out when I stop it, but it's expensive and I feel like it's over marketed on podcasts. So like, I don't know. I'm stopping it. I'm done. I am going to be whittling down my supplement routine to literally just my medications, my birth control, my allergy pill, and probably like a D, a B, and a multivitamin. We're done. That's everything. Those are the 10 things that for now at least I will not be purchasing going forward. I refuse to buy. I hope I stick to this. I think I will because it just makes sense to me. These aren't things that I'm like feeling like I need to sneak and buy them. I'm like, this is stupid. And what's crazy is when you look at where your money is going, you realize how much control you actually do have over that, and how in the day-to-day we just get caught up in emotionally throwing our credit card at different things, and I'm trying not to do that. So it's going pretty well so far. I'm really limiting my Amazon purchases. I haven't gotten rid of Amazon, but I am limiting. I'm not, ordering something every single day and getting a package every single day. I'm pretty much only ordering things if I A, have run out of something, or B, like I really need something the next day. Like, oh my God, we're almost out of paper towels and I need them tomorrow. I'll order it on Amazon, but I've cut back on that, so that's good. Thanks for hanging out, and I will be back with another video soon. I'm hoping to do a video once a week. On what? I don't know. I'm just a almost 30-year-old who's trying to figure it out, and subscribe if you're into that. All right, bye.